that. Hey, what's up, you guys? For those of you that don't know, my name is RaineMan11, and welcome back to the WorldSMP RaineMan11 V3. I think it's V3 by now. It seems like it should be V3. You like that overlay intro, new intro song, and stuff like that? Hopefully, it turned out well, because that's new for me using it, and stuff like that. It's new, and I'm not used to it, but I feel like, hey, whose portal is that? I feel like it works, and I feel like I like it. I like how it is. This is the first episode of our revamp. The first episode with sort of the new things on how WorldSMP is going to work, which I'm going to get into. And the last episode... Oh, almost got you there. Last episode before the Wither fight. The next episode, guys, is going to be the Wither fight. The quadruple Wither fight. And I've been thinking about this quadruple Wither fight a lot. Like, should we, like, fight it normally? Should we fight in the Nether or in the overworld? And I think what we're going to do is actually fight it in the overworld. Because everywhere I look in the vicinity right here is just constantly being filled up with people's builds, and I really don't want to ruin anything, but at the same time I want to fight it in the Nether because I don't have to do a whole lot of clearing. But what I want to do is I want to like make a fighting arena. I think that would be really cool to do, make like an arena type thing where we go into the arena, we fight the withers and stuff like that. Be automatic too. Sorry, Jay. I think this is Jay. Yeah, sorry. No. I don't know whose that is. I forgot who that was. The only other place I can think of, I'm trying to like do it away from people's builds, and it's gonna get destroyed. Like, I know that. Excuse me, but I know it's gonna get destroyed, but I feel that the less collateral damage. Oh, right here would actually work perfect. Like, it's not really next to a whole lot of stuff to where it would ruin a whole lot of things. And it's open enough and close enough to spawn. Alright, let's do it right here. So, I did a lot of mining in that slime chunk, and I ran into a like huge lava pocket, and I was just watching Netflix that day. So instead of like just like, I don't know, instead of like putting cobble and then mining the cobble and then putting down you know, more cobble and mining the cobble and wasting my pick, I literally just converted it all into water, or I just converted it all into obsidian and just mined the obsidian. I felt like it was just gonna be easier on me that way. So that's how I got a ton of obsidian, tons, and I want to use it in this build here, in this Wither arena thing. So we're gonna make a giant circle to start off with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 should be great. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that should be good. We're gonna make a huge circle. That's gonna be sort of like the arena type thing, to where we're going to be fighting it. And in the middle of the arena, I think I'm going to have the redstone for the withers, which is why I have redstone and I have dispensers, and I don't have the skulls on me. I'm actually not gonna put the skulls. I need to get a hold of Rio, because the Rio's got a lot of the skulls, and I think Blueberry's got some skulls too, but I don't want to put the skulls in the dispensers just in case on accident one of the world members comes along and presses the redstone button. So just don't want to do that, because that could go really wrong and really screw up the fight. I'm also going to be backing up the world before we fight it, just in case things go south. I can revert to the backup, and maybe we like not fight it, because the plan right now is to fight all 4 of them at the same time. Last time we did something like this where we fought like multiple. I actually don't think we did something like this. Actually, this might be a first for us, but I think one time I fought multiple was when we fought them one after another, and that was pretty cheaty, because like we got to like regain 5, 6, 7. We got to like regain our strength and then go back in. So I don't think we're gonna be doing that, because it doesn't really seem like necessary, and it will make it more challenging if we do it the other way. Let's just clear out a bunch of this. And I'm not gonna make this too spectacular. Like, if you see I'm using like cobblestone and stuff like that, because it is gonna most likely get destroyed. So not putting too much effort into like design, just more having a space for it. And while I do this, I wanted to sort of talk about the video that has either went up already or is going to be going up on the main channel regarding the future of the WorldSMP. So if you follow us on Twitter, you will know. Hey, I didn't put that there, so hopefully that's not too important. If you follow us on Twitter, you will know that a lot of the WorldSMP members have left. Well, not a lot. Like I would say in the past, I'd say, well, quite a substantial amount. I would say maybe like 10, I would say. And usually when people leave SMP, so I did something wrong here. What did I do wrong? Connects 3 2. Oh wait, no wait, I'm right. 3 2 1 2 2 2 3. So is this off? 1 2 3 2 1 2 3 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now it's this off. 1 2 3 5 6 7. No, 3 2 1 2 3. 3 2 1 2 3. Wait, 3 2 1 2 3. Why is this not working? Which means this is off. 3 2 1 2 3. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yep. Dang it, man. That sucks. So if you noticed, a lot of the members left, and I want to sort of go more into detail in my own video, because in the world video I wanted to be very peppy and, hey, look at this this is what we're going to be doing, and you know, make it seem like it's okay, and it is okay. Like I'm not depressed or anything that the guy, I mean, I'm not happy that the guys left, because a lot of them were my friends, but I'm not sad. Does that make sense? Like I'm not like I'm not depressed, or I'm not fearful of like, what are we gonna do now? Like that most of the people that left were very inactive. They weren't enjoying the SMP, playing it, not like because all of them have said there's nothing that we did. Like, does that make sense? Like, there's nothing I did wrong. There's nothing that the server did wrong. It was just that, you know, when you play the same thing for a long time, you get tired of it. You get tired of it. Now, I'm lucky enough that I have a lot of creativity and such like that, that I don't necessarily get tired of it. I do a lot of preparing, and SMP uses my brain a lot, and that's what I like, is because every video I have to come up with something new to do and stuff like that. And some people just aren't, and I don't mean to sound rude too, but some people just aren't cut out for that. Some people aren't cut out for being creative every other day, or creative day in and day out, and being able to allocate time, and time management is a huge thing that goes into part with SMP. And one of the things about being on the WorldSMP is that you have to set an example. There are very little SMPs that are still standing after a very long time that have been have the people our age in the SMP. You know, the people that are having successful SMPs right now are the people that do YouTube for a living. And it's a lot easier to play SMP or to do SMP when you do it for a living, because you have a whole day to get prepared for an episode. You have a whole day to work on a project and stuff like that. For us here on the WorldSMP, we don't have that kind of time. We are, you know, we're just kids in high school, and we have to work on our time management and make sure we get good grades and stuff like that. So expecting us to come up with brand new ideas every single day is very hard. And especially trying to balance everything and make sure that, you know, you got good grades and you're keeping a social life and you're being a kid. And I found that the older people look at SMP and they're like, oh, it's just going to be like Hermitcraft. No, it is not. Not at all. If you play on an SMP right now, I'm telling you right now, if you're looking to join an SMP, or if you're on an SMP, there is no way it will ever be like Hermitcraft or like Minecraft or like Cube, because those guys have 10 times more time, or have a lot more time that they can allocate to the group. And so one thing that I like about World is that we are trendsetters, in a sense that we have to come up with the ways. We have to reinvent the game. How do you make an SMP video that is entertaining and you get stuff done, but doesn't have so much in it? So like, in all honesty, our season should last a whole lot longer because it should take us longer to do projects because of our time constraint, right? And that's the one thing that a lot of us on the server haven't gotten, and I just sort of now realize this, is that now we have to realize that we don't have all the time. We can't be like every other SMP because we are not like any other SMP. And I'm very happy because throughout the 2 years that we've been in SMP, I have inspired a lot of people. I get tweets a lot saying, there was one new SMP. Let me see if I can find the tweet real quick. If I just scroll through my notifications. Sorry. Where is it at? Cynical SMP tweeted out the other day. Cynical SMP would like to thank these SMPs for inspiring them. And it was a bunch of SMPs, and then one of them was us. And they said, and TheWorldSMP. Thanks. And the other one was Underworld, too. Another SMP that I made. And so I'm very happy because I feel like that means I did a good job. I feel like that means that if I can inspire people, if I can help people make their own SMP, that must mean that what I'm doing here it's good. And what I'm doing here is the right way, right? And like I said on Twitter, one thing that I like about World is that we aren't defined really by our members. We're defined by the group. You know, most SMPs, they shut down when they lose like a ton of members. And if that was the case, we would have shut down a long time ago. This hasn't happened, like this has happened before. We have lost like actually like half of our, or like 90%, I wouldn't say 90%. We at one time lost 75% of our members because of something I did. I wasn't thinking clearly and I made a bad decision and a lot of people left. And that was my fault. And we had to restart. We didn't restart this season, but we had to re-add a lot of new people. And that's sort of how a lot of the members that are on the SMP now, how they got to be on the SMP, was because of that. And if we were like every other SMP and like we just quit, where would we be? We would not be one of the most well-known SMPs in this community, besides like the bigger SMPs is what I'm talking about. We wouldn't be like that, and we wouldn't be, you know, recognized for our accomplishments as much as we do. And so I'm very happy that, you know, when I get those comments saying like that we're still going, you know, we don't stop for anybody, and we can't stop for anybody. Because if we stop for one person, we stop because of few people, then there will be nothing left in the SMP community. And that's something that people don't understand, is that when a bunch of people leave an SMP, that automatically means that they're shutting down. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It just means that we get to make new friends and have new experiences. And one of the new people that are going to be joining us, I'm a very big fan of, and I'm really excited that he's going to be joining us, and I can't wait. But the other people that are joining us, I can't wait to see them too, because we actually don't know yet. All in all, it's a changing process, you know. I also said on Twitter is that to expect us WorldSMP members to be entertained with what we're doing for 2 years or for a year or whatever, however long, you know, it's very impossible. You can't ask anybody to be like happy with what they're doing for an extended period of time, especially on YouTube, because YouTube is constantly changing. And so I'm not depressed because the guys left, because, you know, everybody's gonna have our time. Everybody on the server has their time, you know, and it sucks that it has to happen, but eventually every single member that's on this SMP is going to leave, and eventually one day that's gonna be me. I'd hate to say it, I really do, but one of these days it's gonna be my name that's going to be in the group chat saying, guys, it's the end of the road for me. I can't be doing SMP anymore. I got to move on with my life and stuff like that. And I've tried many things to push back that time and to keep the dream going and stuff like that. But it does become hard, and I understand that. And I don't hate anybody who makes that decision earlier or prematurely. I'm not mad at anybody who does that. It's a part of life. It's a part of our life, you know. And so, to those that are going to say that, oh my God, we're all shutting down because all the members are quitting, you're wrong. We just get new faces. We just have to reevaluate. Actually, and this also sounds very rude, but some of the members were commenting that, like I said, like all the members that are leaving, they were the inactive ones. And so, adding new people should like rehabilitate the server and bring a whole new generation of people to the server that want to play and then want to be active, and it should help the server grow even more. But the thing that we don't like, and that I will say this again, I don't like that we have to open up apps, because we've always distinguished ourselves, and we've always like been very proud of the fact that we haven't had to open up apps. But one of the reasons why we have to open up apps now is because, you know, we want to get the player count back up, and we want to do it fast. We don't want to wait, you know. And if we want to wait, that means we'll have to, you know, we gotta add our friends, which could take a long time and stuff like that. Opening apps is easier on us because we can just be like, okay, these are the people that for sure want to join the SMP. We know that they're going to be active. We know that they're going to upload and stuff like that because they applied, and if they wouldn't have applied if they didn't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? Whereas when you add friends, like they could be just persuaded because you're their friend. They don't want to say no to their friend, you know? And you can't expect a whole lot. But when someone applies to a server, you do get that sort of recognition, I guess, or like you get that, like, it's sort of like a contract, because like it's saying I agreed to do this, and so it's not all bad, you know. And a lot of the world members have mixed emotions about it. We talked about apps for a long time because it scares a lot of us. Honestly, it does scare a lot of us because we don't know what's gonna happen, and so yeah, that's sort of the deal. This has actually turned out really nice. I actually like the Wither Arena. So yeah, that's basically what happened in a nutshell. And a lot of the guys have been on for a long time is the worst part. Avo hasn't left yet, like currently as I'm recording this video, but he said he talked about leaving, and that's okay. And Kirby left. You know, he's been on the server for over a year now, and he finally decided that YouTube just wasn't for him. He actually does a lot of like show choir and stuff like that, which I love hearing from him, hearing how that's going. And so he left too, and a lot of the guys that have stuck with me for the longest time are leaving, and that's okay. Like I said, it's very hard to expect the guys to be loyal for this long of time. Does that make sense? And I hope that makes sense for you guys too, you know? I hope that this isn't like complete shocker to you, because it shouldn't be, really. It should just be like, oh, okay, I guess it is time. It is time. It's coming of age. So the last thing that we need to do in this arena, we are running a bit long, and I gotta get going. Sorry for talking 17 minutes straight, but I did want to cover it, and I did want to get a lot of stuff off my chest. But last thing we need to do is we sort of want to set these withers up in a nice fashion. And so we got 4 corners, and so I wish this was sort of even, but it's not going to be. But if we set the withers up like this, and this is 1 block from this, okay, and then so 1 block be here. If we set the withers up like this, I feel like this would be nice, evenly spaced for the fight. I really can't. Oh, did I do the count wrong? Oh man, we need a little bit more sand. Okay, I'll do that off camera because I need to get going with all this. And then what we do, we put things here. And actually, I don't know how the system is gonna work. I guess you'll see in the video, because I want to have them all go off at one time. Maybe we get world members on each of these things, and we say, "All right, boys, light them off," and everybody flicks the switch, and you know, and then all the head will get put down and stuff like that. But it looks good, and I'm excited for the fight. The fight will be released on Monday. For those that are spectators, hey spectators, the fight will be out this Saturday at 5 CST, I think 5 CST. Yeah, I think that's right. 5 CST. So if you want to come spectate it live, I'll tell all the spectators this too. But if you're a spectator and you want to see it live and see that fight happen, please just be known that we're gonna ask you not to type in chat and stuff like that, because we do want it to act like a normal video. We don't really care if you're watching, you know, stuff like that. That's all cool and stuff like that. But we just want to keep it like quiet in the chat, you know. So that's it. But hey guys, serious talk. I hope that you guys enjoy this commentary style, and I hope you enjoy the revamp. I'm very excited. Shout out to I have to remember the ad name perfectly. Shout out to Target Me Plox. I think is his Twitter handle. He's the one that made my new avatar, which is a really cool rendition of me, and I did the rest of the graphics, and especially like the intro and stuff like that. I did all that, but he did the profile picture, which I'm really excited about. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, and we'll see you guys next episode. Goodbye.